I had applied for 80 jobs around the country in various different fields of work from home and travel jobs and all kinds of stuff. And nothing worked out after applying for 80 jobs. I was so burnt out on the whole hiring process. And I just was like, what am I doing with my life? I thought about legal nurse consulting a very long time ago, and I thought I was fascinated by it. It's been very mentally stimulating. I'm still working full time at the moment because I choose to for right now, but it's very mentally stimulating, and I'm very cerebral, and I love it. I love that no case is the same. I love that I'm looking for something different in each case. The first attorney that called me kind of out of the blue and said, I'll call you Friday. I want to chat with you about a case. And he told me about the case. I immediately spit off 4 or 5 things that it could be. And he was like, okay, great. And he said, I'm sending you the records right now. He said, it's a fast turnaround. I need an answer by Wednesday. I go, okay, fine. So it was a Friday and I worked on it over the weekend and I sent him the case and he's like, this is great. Number one. Number two, you sound like a lawyer. And I was like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Am I overstepping? I wasn't quite sure if that was a compliment but it was super interesting. And then he actually just called me randomly out of the blue again. And he sent me a bunch of more work to do on this case. And then for my first day, I got 2 cases the first day, back to back. So that was fun. And it's been steady. There's been a month where 2 months, I haven't had a single case. It's been a slow burn for me, but I find it interesting. So I'm still doing it because I think there's more to be learned, and hoping to grow this business into a full-time option. I do find a lot of attorneys are looking for someone that's still practicing clinically. They like that. So eventually I would like to go part-time to per diem in the ICU and do this the majority of my time. That'd be ideal. So that's the goal.
Were there any parts of the process of learning legal nurse consulting and what it actually entails that did feel intimidating to you? Or did you just take everything by the horns?
I have to be honest, learning LinkedIn and how to
Yeah.
post graphics and how to make a post with like
Mhm.
a topic for the day, that to me was actually the hardest part. I'm terrible with digital graphics. Like that is my nemesis. So that actually was the hardest part. And doing my first chronology, actually, I did one a couple weeks ago. That was very time consuming, very laborious because you're looking at every page, every detail, and ended up being so many pages and just a lot of work. But again, I'm glad I did it because it was a challenge and everything is new until you do it. If you're nervous about something, that means you have to do it. That's just what that means. You don't walk away. You jump in both feet and you're afterwards, you give it a minute to marinate and settle. And you're like, oh, it's actually, I can do this. Growing your network and LinkedIn is a bit of a nuance because not everyone even goes on LinkedIn. They don't check their
Mhm.
messages. They're not active. So there's a lot of consistency and being persistent within LinkedIn. It's not a sure thing per se, at least in my experience, but it's being persistent. And I've gotten all of my cases so far, minus one, through LinkedIn. One was word of mouth, one was within a connection from a connection kind of thing. So LinkedIn is its own entity, and I'm learning it, still learning it. It's okay, and nothing's going to be perfect day one. If you're expecting perfection day one, I'm not quite sure why you're a nurse, because that's not the case for nursing school. That's not the case your first day in the job, let alone your first year in the job. So I think being mentally engaged and challenged on a regular basis is something that I thrive at.
So let's talk a little bit about the network now, the NLNC, and the impact that it has had on your journey. How did being a part of the NLNCN, like, how has it influenced your business as you are on this journey? What do
Mhm.
you find to be the most helpful inside the network?
Having some of the nurses that I can message with kind of random one-off questions. I found an expert in a topic that is a bit niche within the network, so they get more business, a referral fee. And I'm actually right now looking for a med surg expert, which I posted, and I'm interviewing nurses this whole week. So having a network has been super helpful. And actually, there's someone that I messaged help with a research question, and she's incredibly gifted in her research. And we've been emailing back and forth, and she's just outstanding. So there's been all kinds of help and conversation, and we're all learning together. Whether someone's doing this NLC 20 years, you're still learning something every day. You just are. Whether I'm doing this 6 minutes, I'm still learning, right? So
Yeah.
um, I have people that I can learn with and I can reach out to for kind of random one-off questions, or can you send me an example of this report that you sent? And that's been super helpful just to see an option and an example because I think we're all perfectionists in our own way. And I'm only as good as my report, unfortunately. So I want to make sure I deliver a product that is 110% on point. So I want to make sure that I am triple checking myself because I want them to be happy so they are return business customers. But having the network to lean on has been super helpful for sure.
Want full access to expert-led trainings, networking opportunities, and resources you won't find anywhere else? The NLNCN is the only national network built for nurses by nurses. Join today and get up to 2 months free. Click the link below to start exploring.